Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the penultimate match of the night. Quinnipiac takes on Northern Arizona. We're here for game one. Fox again back with me. Should be a fun one as Miami San Jose State up after this next game. 4 games to close our night.
Absolutely. I heard there was some feistiness between these two teams going on, and this has been referred to as a beef game. It should be exciting nonetheless. In the yellow on your screen, Quinnipiac versus Northern Arizona in the blue. Should be an exciting one, Nation. Do you have any insight as to what perhaps went on between these two teams?
Well, they met in CRL this past weekend and played on East. NAU asked to switch to Central. Quinnipiac denied that request, and there was some back and forth banter after that. That kind of got a little toxic, so we'll see what plays out tonight. But 30 seconds into game one here, and NAU I think would be the favorite coming into this. I know Quinnipiac, made the tournament last season as well as NAU, but I think on paper the Lumberjacks have the Bobcats slightly edged out.
It's a good clear by Quinnipiac. They will force Northern Arizona back into their zone, and that's something with Collegiate Rocket League that you kind of have to do. You really kind of need to find that middle ground. It's difficult because you have two schools on different sides of the nation. I fit in your name there as well. You're welcome for that. But you have two schools on different sides of the country. You need to find that middle ground. And when you don't find the compromise, things might get a little heated. So it's all going to be decided here on the field, as Quinnipiac will deny that one. And a minute gone, we're still scoreless.
And to play here, Carr from midfield, taken away by Thwack. And in this first 90 seconds, we feel like there's about adjustments for game one and seeing what's going to work and what's not in terms of your opponent. And NAU's done a great job of that. Maybe a downfield transition here for Beast on target. Won't fall. The rebound also couldn't connect for Chronicle. Quinnipiac will hold off for now. 90 seconds gone. Still tied at 0.
Oh, it's Beast. And Beast with a great finish. Chronicle is able to collect this ball at the wall. Nice pinch. Forces the defense so awkward because of the speed at which that went to the front of net. And it is Beast able to put that one down. Thwack unable to find the save, and Northern Arizona, they're off and running. The first goal of the series. The ice has been broken between these two.
And has Quinnipiac will trail for the first time. NAU get that first goal of the season alive and well here in game one, and the Lumberjacks looking really solid, Fox. And I'm used to seeing this team kind of dominate a lot of the Big Sky schools, and Idaho State beat them last season, and now Weber State's alongside them as well, and Sacramento State provided a lot of close matches with NAU, and unfortunately Sac State does no longer have a roster anymore. Not here this season, so Idaho State's going to be the main threat to NAU in conference play. In Quinnipiac, I think their main threat was Fairfield or Siena, so we'll see kind of how those things adjust through the course of the year. But right now it's game one. Quinnipiac in trail by a second. Chronicle wants another one.
This defense breaks down on the double commit. Chronicle able to beat it instead of taking the goal. Beast said, "You earned it, brother. Go for it." And Chronicle will finish. Northern Arizona up by a deuce now. Nation, you just spoke so much about new rosters and new regions, new conferences, new opponents. Isn't it wonderful how much CCS has grown in these seasons that we've seen it? Every season brings a new storyline, new chances for teams, and it's awesome to see as that one we get fended off. Quinnipiac right now, they're playing a lot of defense, not a whole lot of offense. And Beast is going to keep the pedal down here for Northern Arizona. Chronicle to the backboard. Fended well by Pyro, but that's right into the hands of Carr. Looking for one. He'll fake it to Beast, and no mistake from him. It's Northern Arizona up by 3.
2:09 to go. The Lumberjacks really feeling it here. 2:09 to play. And this weekend, Quinnipiac beat Northern Arizona in CRL calls, but here in CCS, it must just mean more to NAU.
Always interesting to see what teams do with different motivations, whether that be a defeat, a victory. It is always fun to see how each series, each game is just so different in how they evolve. And now Quinnipiac find themselves down by a handful here in game one. See how they can bounce back in the final 2 minutes. They would love to get at least one. That's a good start. Not only is it your first goal of the series, but it might perhaps start a comeback. Either way, it gives some positive vibes for the team in yellow because it has been a lot of team in blue thus far. That one's going to be faked by Thwack, and Carr takes it over with no boost to his name. Pyro 50s it off of him. Northern Arizona will start back from their own zone.
Actually checking my DMs with Pyro. NAU actually did win, not Quinnipiac. So now Quinnipiac gonna have to play with a chip on their shoulder, looking for revenge tonight over NAU. But the Lumberjacks, my goodness, what a start blocks. The offense has really come alive. The defense has held off Quinnipiac quite well, not allowing any really pressured or threatening situations, which has been eye-opening for this Quinnipiac offense.
Yep, here's Pyro out of the corner, 50's up. He needs his team to help, but Beast is quick to that one. 2 goals to Beast's name, as well as 2 saves. He's been all over this one for Northern Arizona. It's been nothing short of his namesake. And now Chronicle will send it over. Beast thought about it, leaves it for Chronicle for a nice little deflection off the sidewall, but Quinnipiac says thank you very much. We'll take over from here. Form of Thwack, who sends it downfield. It's over Chronicle to the blue back wall. It's in front. Nobody there. No shooters for yellow. Quinnipiac, they'll have to try and retreat. Start again. Pyro gets dunked. Northern Arizona snuffed that one out.
5 to play in game 1. NAU still eyeing a shutout victory here of Quinnipiac in the first game of the season for both programs. And this clock ticks down, Fox. 5 minutes in. I mean, what a start of the series for NAU. I mean, Quinnipiac just had no answer in the midfield for the pressure NAU created.
No, Quinnipiac did start to look a little bit better towards the second half of the game. They stopped the goals against. They even created some chances of their own, but it's too little too late for Manfield. They'll have to start over on Forbidden Temple in game 2, because game 1, Northern Arizona takes a decisive 3-0 lead. You got to give a shout out to Mr. Beast. Not the YouTuber, that is, but the Beast in the game. 2 goals, 2 saves. That was a good performance.
Beast came alive really at the start, too. Had both those goals in the first 2.5 minutes, though, and they had a good lead at halftime and hung with it. So, I mean, again, for now, Quinnipiac, how do you break the pressure NAU created in game 1?
I think you really need to try and keep up control of the midfield. We saw Quinnipiac, they started to generate more chances when they were sort of moving downhill instead of uphill from their own territory. They were keeping the ball in the Northern Arizona half, and they were starting to generate some chances. Northern Arizona stood tall. Obviously, they earned the shutout. But the offense for Quinnipiac seems to operate a lot better when they're the ones dictating the pace of play.
Quinnipiac's got to find a way to dictate the pace of play as well. I mean, you can't play NAU against their own game. You're just going to lose. That's how that works. You can't play their game. You got to make them play your game. And Quinnipiac's had to find a way to do that, but right now NAU still look like they're in utter control of both sides of the ball.
Chronicle, couple players there for Quinnipiac. Pyro will turn and then get ushered very rudely off with a nice bump by Chronicle. And now Slugger. He's found Thwack looking for his deflection off the backboard, but Beast was there. Beast again. Some good play, some good sturdy and quick gameplay. He'll go for a bump. Chronicle goes for a touch towards goal. Car denied by Slugger. Good defense by Quinnipiac. They survived that one. They'll send it back out, but Beast says, take it right back.
First minute, come and gone, still tied at 0. Carr, double attempts here for goal 1. Triple tap, couldn't connect there. That rebound also broken up by Pyro. Nothing there for the Quinnipiac defense. One more opportunity, goes just wide. Put back. No one there in time. Chronicle will find the kill. 1.5 minutes off the clock. Carr, flip reset. Has help from underneath. Beast will score the first. No, Carr stole it from him.
Yeah, just a great collection here as Carr takes the ball up. Flip reset here, and then the touch there. They both work together. Don't think Carr would have had that amount of momentum without Beast, and I don't think the ball would have been there without Carr, so they work together. Carr does get credit for the final touch on the ball. A kickoff strat goes Northern Arizona's way. Chronicle spots Beast. Tic-tac-toe.
Oh, wow.
Draw the line as Carr connects the dots. As we go tick, we go tack, and nation, we go toe.
That was beautiful. 1, 2, 3. The kickoff strat that actually worked too, which is crazy. You don't see many teams kind of get crazy on the kickoff, but NAU took a risk and it paid dividends.
That was such a good play, and Northern Arizona not quite done yet. Here comes Beast into Slugger, who is able to fend it off. Quinnipiac still, they remain scoreless. We're going on 7 minutes. They're looking for their first. Pyro doesn't have much of a touch. He'll give that one over to Carr, who's up for the air dribble. But Thwack turns it away. This one's still very dangerous for Quinnipiac. Thwack gives the ball right away to Chronicle. Right now, Northern Arizona able to just sit patiently. And it seems Quinnipiac almost shooting themselves in the foot defensively before they're able to get any sort of maintained possession here. And all Northern Arizona has to do is just have some solid positioning, and they're winning most of the challenges and getting most of the free balls.
40 to play. Game number 2 for the Lumberjacks. Northern Arizona, Quinnipiac still nothing on the score sheets. Fox are game and a half in, and they are held scoreless through a half in a game. I mean, again, if you're Quinnipiac, the offense, how much longer can this go without scoring?
I'm sure frustration's definitely growing, especially having a kickoff strat work absolutely perfectly against you. And every time you hit the ball anywhere towards midfield, there's just a Northern Arizona player there. There is absolutely no room for error if you're Quinnipiac right now. Anytime there is an error, Northern Arizona's right there to take over possession, to get goals. That demo on Pyro opens up the field. Here comes Carr, some good saves. Quinnipiac right now just trying to keep their heads above water. Northern Arizona, they're trying to push the heads right back down underneath.
Part of the right wall finds Chronicle in midfield. Almost a quick give and go there. Minute 40 to go. A beautiful touch over the top. Carr, open target, make it 3-0.
Yeah, it's just some really solid gameplay here as Beast. Every single Quinnipiac player, they're all right there within the same circle. They're almost within the same vicinity of the same penny on the ground as how tightly packed they were. All it takes is a pass by Beast. Suddenly, all three players are awkward, and Carr able to finesse that one up above the final man back, and here they come again. Northern Arizona looking for Carr to generate something else, but Thwack, he will send that one away.
1:30 to play. Game 2, Quinnipiac now almost 9 minutes at a single goal. Here in Season 5, Week 1, Chronicles got a 4.
Man, that one, we just continue to see, like, Carr, he fakes it out for Beast, puts it off the backboard. Chronicles right there in support. It's almost flawless rotations for NAU. As soon as one player goes, the next player is there in support. Obviously, that did leave a bit of a hole defensively, but right now that is the least of their concerns. Offensively, they are a well-oiled machine, and that's why they have outscored their opponents 7-0 thus far in this series.
Is it to you at all concerning? A team like, what we've seen in the past at Quinnipiac has been held scoreless, this NAU team.
Well, right now, NAU's offense, it's really just the main figure on the stage. There's not enough room for Quinnipiac to even get a sniff of anything offensively, and when you are stuck playing defense, you're obviously not going to be able to generate much on the other side of the pitch. Right now, a majority of Quinnipiac's boost and time is having to go into trying to wrangle NAU out of their own territory. This one's going to be handled up towards Beast. He's got a flip looking for the ground pinch, but Thwack had that one read all the way. One shining point for Quinnipiac. Thwack has been very good with his challenges and his reads. That one going to be hit double tap via Chronicle. Will be just wide. Quinnipiac, they would love to get one here before Game 3. Every game's unique and new, but you got to get something positive in these final 10.
8 seconds left, and should you be concerned if you're Quinnipiac now held scoreless through 9 minutes and 59 seconds? Make that 10 straight minutes without a single goal.
Well, for any Blue Lock fans out there, you will know that Bachida, he gets excited whenever it is a dire situation. You got to generate something. Who's going to be that player to start the comeback for the team? Quinnipiac, they need something. They need a spark. They need anything to ignite this offense, because Quinnipiac, look at the stats, Nation. How many shots as a team do they have? They've got 1 shot. They had 4 saves. Obviously, you're going to need that when the other team is playing so much offense, but only 1 shot as a team, that's not going to win you very many games.
Not at all. I feel like now at this point, NAU has shown they're here to play. They are here to stay. You had 1 singular shot for Slugger. Not going to win games shooting 1 shot a game. That's not going to happen. So Quinnipiac's going to have to find a way to get their offense more efficient and actually have an opportunity to create those opportunities, to create the offensive opportunities so you can score. They're 10 minutes on a single goal.
Yep, little goals, little things that you can accomplish. It happens in real life, getting up, making your bed in the morning, putting a shot on goal. That is a great start to Quinnipiac's comeback. The little things. Keeping Northern Arizona off the score sheet for however much time you would like. Maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes, couple shots on target. The little things. Quinnipiac's going to need something Northern Arizona have played very confidently, and now Carr going to go for the double tap. Good defense. Quinnipiac saw that one coming. This one right back towards Chronicle. Thwack again in a good position defensively. Now here comes Pyro on the counterattack. Carr is right there to stuff him. But Nation, that's already looking better offensively, and we're less than a minute in.
Bench just will not break, at least through the first minute here now, almost 11 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Quinnipiac now having seen a single goal come through. Pyro off the counter, broken up by Chronicle. He's going to launch that one downfield, a little high and wide. Good clear towards the corner, though, by Thwack. Sets up NAU, though, to get possession back to the Lumberjacks as Pyro gives it back to Chronicle. Open target there. Thwack is there. Chronicle off the goal, 1-0.
Yeah, just a touch here from Pyro. He probably wants back. That one is just lofted right into Chronicle's territory. And Thwack, he gave it a good effort, and the demo in front tried, but nothing except Chronicle's shot was going to influence that play. It's a good one, well placed. 1-0 Northern Arizona right back where they left off, scoring goals and keeping Quinnipiac at 0, but that all might change here with Pyro and Thwack going forward together. Beast with a nice touch off the sideboard forces it into a jump ball for Carr. One more touch for him. No flip, not needed really, but that one will be saved away. And right now, Northern Arizona, they are in full control. If the series stays the same like we've seen Nation with Quinnipiac held scoreless, Northern Arizona's already got this in the bag. What needs to change here for Quinnipiac in the final half of the game?
Oh, again, the offense has got to. It's just we're looking at solo plays. I think that we need to see the team passing plays, even if it's a quick 1-2 option. I think we at least need to see some sort of team offensive abilities showcase themselves here in Game 3. But I think I'm also afraid to jinx it. But NAU right now living rent-free in the minds of Quinnipiac. That's a second. It's now a 9 straight 0 run for NAU.
Yeah, poor Quinnipiac. They just got outnumbered 3-1 in their own zone. Slugger a little late to the party. Pyro is the only one back. He did well, Pyro did, to keep 2 out of the net, but then the third man, Beast, coming out of nowhere from the midfield position. That kickoff, disaster for Quinnipiac. Northern Arizona add on to the total. The score for the series, a 10-0 aggregate.
10-0 run. NAU, and I don't want to jinx it yet, but right now, NAU living rent-free in the minds of Quinnipiac.
That's tough. And this time, there is no server drama because Nation is a W host. So shout out to Nation. This is just some good, solid Rocket League. Here's Pyro trying to find something. That bounce eludes the first defender, Chronicle. Man on it, not a lot of boost to speak of. Thwack late to the ball, gives it up to Carr. And Carr trying to drive his car towards the ball. And force something again for Northern Arizona. Pyro gets bumped, and then Chronicle will opt out, leaving Northern Arizona to play fetch in their own corner through Carr. He's got the touch. The boost steal by Thwack doesn't end up in a challenge, but this one falls to Slugger. It's a shot on target. Good chance, Slugger. The pass a little bit too heavy-handed for Thwack. And Quinnipiac, now they will see the ball cleared away, and Northern Arizona, again, they will knock it downfield.
2 minutes to go. Over the top for Chronicle. A fourth is added on to make it 11.
It is Carr taking advantage of an awkward boostless Slugger and a Pyro who thought perhaps his buddy had the ball. Is Chronicle. The benefit of that one, able to put that one into the net once again. Northern Arizona. Right now they are in cruise control towards the end of this series. This one was, I hate to say it, it just wasn't really close at any point. Quinnipiac's offense never started to get going in this series, and if it had been already operating at a high level, perhaps they'd have maybe a comeback here, but right now Quinnipiac, they can't even get 1, much less 4. Looks like Northern Arizona should be moving to 1-0 in the season.
Yeah, Quinnipiac just couldn't break the press that NAU created, and the pressure got to be too much. The Quinnipiac defense and boost starving was definitely not favorable on their side either, so NAU is a team that they really put you in a difficult situation, and Quinnipiac couldn't claw their way out of the hole that they were stuck in, and NAU showcasing why they're one of the top teams here to look out for come tournament time.
Yeah, every player on this NAU roster, they have had memorable moments in this series, which is, shout out to them for being able to come out and dominate a series like this. Pyro was waiting in front. They had a mini opportunity there. So they did outnumber the opposition 2-1, but that doesn't work. Beast will eliminate the defender. Here's Carr. He got bumped. Follow up. That's the kind of defense that Quinnipiac has needed all series long, but being able to keep that pace and keep up the defensive maintenance that takes, the amount of boost and the amount of concentration it takes. It's a big ask of any team. That's just how dominant Northern Arizona has been.
Seconds to go here. One last effort, maybe a 12 on the night for NAU. Chronicle shot turned wide and broken up by Slugger Carr. One last effort to the corner, eyeing a double here. Couldn't get the redirect. Beast Fire is taken wide by Pyro Chronicle. Shot going to be on, targeting good for a 12. 5-0, 12-0 run for NAU.
It's just one after the other after the other. It's just blue wave after blue wave attacking the shoreline that is Quinnipiac's goal. And eventually the defense does erode away for Quinnipiac. 5-0 in this game, 12-0 as a series. You know, shout out to Northern Arizona. They clearly came to play. Everything in the past is the past. Right now in CCS, it is Northern Arizona 1-0 in the season, and they have a perfect defensive stat sheet for now. Do Quinnipiac find a way to leave a dent? Just one, but not quite. And Northern Arizona Nation, that was a heck of a series.
It really was. I mean, that was one of the best series I think I've seen NAU play in a while after coming up short last season, a couple of series where they really felt like they should have won and they fell short at the end. But they get Season 5 started off on the right foot, which is good news for the Lumberjacks. We are going to go to a break. When we come back for our final series of the night, San Jose State takes on Miami.